Have you ever felt like someone had tried to rip your head off? I'm Rebecca, and that definitely happened to me. In this video, I will talk about what I did to alleviate the pain after I first started playing the violin and literally felt like someone had tried to rip my head off. If you're new here, go ahead and hit the subscribe button, and if you stick around until the end, I will share some words of wisdom from my violin teachers. So first of all, I'll say that I am not an expert in these matters, and I'm just going to talk about what worked for me. I know there are people who have built entire careers out of alleviating the pain that results from playing the violin. I am not one of those people. I'm just someone who picked it up again and more or less felt like someone had tried to rip my head off when I played a little too long. Now, first of all, I want to mention this was very emotionally traumatic. It was absolutely terrible. The night before I woke up like that, I had hit a real breakthrough. I'd been doing a lot of work and trying to see if I could find my fingers again, find the fingers of the left hand. And I played for a long time, longer than I ever played when I was competing. And I just didn't want to let it go. And it was terrible waking up that next day and feeling like, wow, I may have recovered something that I lost a long time ago, and wondering, honestly, if I was ever going to be able to play again. Now, if it weren't the pandemic, I probably would have called my doctor's office and had a chat with somebody there. But at the time, right now, even right now, we're still in the pandemic, and I'm not going to tie up a doctor's resources with something that I could stop just by never playing again. So I did what anybody would do. I went out and did a Google search on alleviating pain associated with playing the violin. And like anything, that's a real mixed bag. And it seems like the number one piece of advice people give you is, whatever you do, don't listen to anybody else. So I tried a whole bunch of things just to see what would work for me. And, you know, number one, first step is set the instrument aside. There you go. Take a little break from that. Don't play for a while. Number two is I tried to just be a little more conscious about how I was going through my day, trying to sit and keep my head on straight while I'm sitting, trying to kind of think about my alignment, just walking around the room, trying to just be a little more conscious of how I was carrying myself as I walked through the day. The other thing I saw was there were people who were recommending specific yoga poses that were designed to alleviate pain with the violin. It's interesting, there's apparently a physical therapist down in Irvine who also plays the violin, and he had some great suggestions. And the one I really liked, and you know, I'm not going to do this for you. I'm not going to demonstrate this. You get one of these. Normally I use these to hold up my computer, boost my monitor, and keep it at eye level. Also a good practice. You take this, you lay it on the floor. You kind of turn your head like this. Well, maybe I should demonstrate it for you. All right, let me set it up. You kind of do this, I guess, and then lay your head, there you go, like this, and then stretch this arm over here. In this case, I probably shouldn't be doing this on the fireplace, oh well. And, you know, then you like breathe, you know, whatever. So like I say, that yoga thing, it feels great and everything, but I'm just not going to do that. So here's the sequence of things that I do every time that actually kind of works for me and just it hits my comfort level and is something I am going to do. First is that physical therapy thing that, you know, everybody knows it is the box thing. You kind of get your arms like this and go 1, 2, 3, 4. And I'm telling you, that crackles like a metronome every single time I move. The next thing I do before I exercise, or not exercise, but before I play the violin every single time, take this little bag and heat it up, put it right here for, I don't know, 10 minutes, 20, 30, and literally warms it up right there. I tend to agree that we don't need to warm our hands because our hands are already a little overused, especially the left hand on the violin. And then after I quit playing, I grab this. This is like this awesome cold pack, right? So I take this thing and just put this on for a good, I don't know, 20, 30 minutes. And usually I don't have to do anything else. I don't even need any Motrin or anything. And then, you know, sometimes I still wake up and there's a little bit of discomfort, and that's where you bring in the big guns. And let me show you what this thing is. This is a heated capelet. Take a look at this. I may not do yoga, but I'll tell you something. I'm always willing to do this. And before you laugh at me, I'm here to tell you, don't knock it till you've tried it. So kind of the strange thing that happened too is the same week that I ended up having to resolve my own neck pain, my violin actually broke. It started separating here. The neck started separating from the body. And if you could get superstitious about something like this, but I wrote an essay instead, and that essay is linked down in the links with the video. So I'll ask again, if you're new here, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. And down in the links, you can download a one-of-a-kind poster with a quote from Beethoven. And with that, I will leave you with the words of wisdom from my violin teacher. Keep in mind, back in those days, you're a competitive musician, you do not talk about the pain. You don't talk about it, you don't think about it, you don't show any signs of weakness. And if you ever made mention of pain to a violin teacher, she would say, "Pain? Let me tell you about pain. Let me tell you what happened when I played Berlin." And I would tell you more, but I think it's best to keep these types of stories to myself. And with that, thank you so much for stopping by, and I hope to see you again soon.